Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be working on a watercolor tumbler with alcohol inks. So right here I'm just going in with my wet sanding sponge and I'm kind of roughening the surface of the tumbler so when I do the spray paint it can adhere to a lot better than if it were just on a smooth surface. So after I finish sanding it, I wash it off with some dish detergent just to get any of the oil off that were left behind. So right here I'm going in with the purple, pinata purple. Um, yeah, so look, it was just a hot mess. Like this was my first time ever doing a cup like this and it was definitely a learning experience. So first of all, a little bit goes a long way when it comes to alcohol ink, okay? Yeah, so I thought it would be a good idea to mist it with alcohol. And as you can see, it kind of made it run more and kind of hard to keep up with it. But I just kept on going. I just started in with different colors, but the pink and the purple kind of look so much alike. But in person, you can definitely see the difference between the two colors. At this point, I was ready to give up. I was ready to just say, let me just wipe this cup off and get everything off and start over fresh. But I just kept going. As you can see right here, I did take a paper towel to kind of wipe it off a little bit so that way all of the alcohol that I did have on the cup is dry, is completely dry. So once I went in with the blue was a little bit easier to work with. So I just kept going with it and I realized, okay, you know, just keep doing little dabs and kind of go over the colors a little bit more to kind of make them look more like watercolors. I am still going at it. I'm still adding colors and this was a long process, y'all. Like I was like, okay, am I almost done? Then I'll turn the cup around and I'll look and be like, oh my god, I still see so much of the white background. But I kept on going. So right here I just set my cup down and I grabbed a paper towel along with my alcohol ink so I can wipe off what I needed because I just felt like it was too much and it was not coming together how I envisioned my cup to look. So yeah, I just wiped it off to my liking. Like I said, this cup was so, I don't know, it was just like I couldn't get it right. The end result of this cup is so bomb, y'all. Like I can't wait for you to see it. So right here I was like, let me add a little bit of alcohol to the tumbler before I put the ink on there and see how that works. And it kind of helped a little bit with moving the color around and getting the true color of the alcohol ink. So I think it was a success. Once I started on the bottom, the goal was to kind of match the color to whatever color was on the side. Not sure if I got the look that I was going for, but ultimately the bottom of my tumbler is bomb and y'all just keep watching because the end result is so dope. So now I feel like I have a full coverage, and I'm going in with my gold to kind of like just add a different texture to it. And I think the gold made it look a hell of a lot better. So I just finished adding in the gold, and then I let it dry for about 20 minutes so that way everything can be fully dried. But I should have waited a little bit longer because when I sprayed it with the sealer, there were some spots that I guess weren't completely dry, so the color kind of ran. So this is where the color kind of ran a little bit when I sprayed it with the sealer. So this was about an hour after the second coat of sealer dried. And I was ready to go ahead and start epoxying this. So right here I'm just drizzling on the epoxy that I mixed off camera. I do have on a mask, guys. Like I said in my previous video, it is very important to wear a respirator mask when you are working with epoxy. It is dangerous, okay? Yeah, so I am just drizzling it on, trying to get a nice thin coat onto my tumbler. You will see me kind of going back to the gold one that I have turning. That's a peekaboo cup that I was working on. I didn't film that because it's just so simple. Maybe I will if you would like to see me making my peekaboo cheetah cup. Leave it in the comment box. So at this point I am satisfied with the coverage that I have on the tumbler, and I just go in with my torch to remove any bubbles, micro bubbles that were left behind on my tumbler. I let it spin for maybe 5 minutes before I went in with my torch. That way it kind of, evens out and settles on the tumbler. So that way when I put the heat on it, it doesn't run too much. I let it spin for about 6 hours just to get it nice and hard, and then I just took it off my turner and I set it on my tumbler holder so it can, cure for the rest of the way or for the rest of the night. Stay tuned, guys, for the next part, which will be me designing and adding the decals on this tumbler. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.